So he puts it up in there, and then he takes it out, and he goes, delicious.
Jesus Christ!
But then he's like, okay, I'm done, and he puts it back where it belongs. Doesn't think to wash it like you should after each use.
He did. He washed it.
That's not washing it.
He's a hedgehog.
Okay.
They don't use sinks.
Okay, I forgot they're animals. Okay.
Grab some popcorn and stick around. We've got some garbage to talk about.
Hey, Dax here. We're picking up right where we left off. Carina in the corner if you want to check that out. And if you just want to chat with us, you can leave a comment or join our Discord because we like that. Okay, I'll leave you alone now. Bye.
What happens next, Rogue?
All right. We're getting so good at
back
this.
on track.
We're on chapter 8. We made it through one whole chapter.
We did it.
Chapter 8,
what?
Mistakes. Chapter 5 is the title.
What? Huh?
Because their chapter numbering is off. So Mistakes, Chapter 5 is Chapter 8's title.
Yep, lots of mistakes so far.
We start in Sonic Pov.
Because Sonic's been a great character so far.
He's on his bed being introspective, and then we get a...
Can you not use... in some circles, that's used as a euphemism.
Well, we'll see.
Oh, no. Oh, is this one of the chapters you talked about?
So, we get a bizarre flashback to a conversation he has with Amy.
Flashback. I was out in the city around the day. Nothing much to do but hoping to running into Shadow. I love chasing him around and always love hugging him. He makes me feel all warm inside and happy. I was kind of hungry and I remember I had some leftover chili dogs I could eat. So I tried to take a shortcut through the city's park, but I end up running into Amy and her daughter. Amy smiled at me when she saw me. She was sitting on a green and black wooden bench.
Not bench.
She was wearing a red coat. I'm sorry, she was sitting on a green and black wooden branch.
She's up in a tree. Someone help her.
It would be wooden. Wouldn't it?
If it's black, I think maybe that tree's a little rotten.
Well, she's lightweight.
Okay.
Hopefully. She was wearing a red coat, and her daughter was wearing a pink coat. I de-iced that to chat for a while.
What?
I de-iced to chat for a while. I sat on the right side of the bench close to Amy, who was sitting in the middle.
Sonic, I haven't seen you for a while.
Really? Maybe it's because I'm always chasing or looking for Shadow.
Oh my god.
I'm cool with being a creeper.
Yeah.
Y'all know this.
Just, I love
on
that
he's
prowl.
talking like this to Amy, who is like canonically the one doing this to Sonic.
Mm-hmm.
That's a great little role reversal.
Yeah, that's clever writing.
Amy doesn't say anything.
She just says an ellipsis.
Yeah.
Thou I thought. Thou. It says thou.
Thou,
instead of though. Thou I could never catch up to him, because when I do catch up, he always used chaos control.
Amy says nothing
Another
again.
ellipsis. Yeah, she says nothing. But that's because, keep in mind, so he's saying all this to total silence, and he won't shut up.
He's got to get it all out, you know?
But that's because when I do find him, full stop. That's where the sentence ends.
Okay.
I give him one of Sonic Goo kisses.
No.
Did he tell you that he loves you?
You said that like it was a question. There's no question mark. She's just saying that between ellipses.
Oh, it's hard without punctuation. Did he tell you that he loves you?
Well, a long time ago before Silver came to Mobius.
Oh no.
Sonic, I don't understand you, but why him? He almost tried to kill everyone, humans and the Earth.
Okay, I'm seeing his reasoning here, and I have to retract my eyebrows from the back of my head for a moment.
Oh no.
Because these are great. This is great. He had reasons. Hey, I don't blame him, but I only stop him because I need somewhere to run. Hey, Lil Z, on a scale of 1 to 10, how much did that make sense?
I was looking at, because, I decided to follow along too, and, Sonic, why are you so crazy? 'Cause, like, this is the same
I
Sonic.
can't help it.
When you lose both your
Welcome to
arms,
a reason for insanity.
when you lose both your arms, it really does something to your psyche.
Mm-hmm.
Like, okay, this is the same Sonic who just found out that Shadow and Silver canoodled and wrecked a whole bunch of computers. Also,
I mean, that was a
he's
couple years
calling-
ago. He's much better now.
He's grown.
And he calls people, calls Shadow all the time to the point where he, like, screens his calls. And now he's just, like, I guess now he's confessing to sexually harassing Shadow all the time.
I mean, Shadow tried to kill everyone, humans and the Earth.
But it's fine,
by the way,
as long as he had a place to run.
Gotta say, I love that Amy is clarifying she means the humans too, because it's like...
Humans also exist in this world.
Humans also exist here. And in the Sonic universe, humans do exist, but man is it weird.
Sonic.
But his explanation of why he still, like, loves Shadow is, he had his reasons. Ha ha!
Zax, please bleep this out, okay? Sonic, I don't know if you remember this, but Shadow is a whole... I don't think you should be defending him.
Well, remember, Sonic knew Shadow was a little bit weird.
I think, okay, there comes a point...
Hey, you should be careful around that guy. I hear he's a crazy person, like me.
I'm such a good ally. I warned my friends about him.
I mean, he really was just looking for an I told you so moment.
Oh my god,
I love this too. This is another, like, straw man, titanium straw man, right?
Mm-hmm.
Amy, she's bringing up very good points.
Also, Amy's kid is here.
Yeah, right there. Oh, it gets much worse, don't worry.
You know when you just, like, spill your guts to your friend and you're also like, oh, your 4-year-old's here. Hey,
wait,
hey,
hold
kiddo.
on. Hold that thought.
Okay.
Sonic, you're such a naive to understand. You don't even want to visit your only daughter.
What?
What?
What? Hold on.
And then they exchange ellipses.
Sorry, I'm just falling into the sunken place. Yeah, so he says nothing and she says nothing. And then he goes, well, I recall I don't ever remember sleeping with a girl.
This makes perfect sense. This makes perfect sense.
Wait, it makes more sense in a minute.
Oh, God.
I'm really scared now because I just jumped 2 lines ahead. I don't like any of this.
Lil Z, just close the tab.
What did I wake up to?
So you admit you were asleep.
Rogue, what happens next?
Maybe because you drink too much.
I had enough with it. This is not in quotes anymore. This is not narration. I had enough with this. The only reason why I don't accept Cherry as my child was she finally have to know why.
What? I thought this kid was... They're implying that Amy's kid and Sonic was the dad. But
They are.
But Cherry's a different kid.
Aren't
Right?
they?
Cherry
Who's
is Amy's daughter.
Oh, okay,
He's sitting
sorry.
right
I thought
next to her, yeah.
I thought Cherry was
But
was Rouge's kid
Still,
for some reason.
hold on to your anger. It's about to get worse.
Oh no.
When are you going to telling your sweet daughter that mommy is
What? Pardon me. What?
Even if
She's right here.
She's right there on the
right
other
there.
side
You
of the
just
bed.
told
What's
her.
he talking about?
Cat's out of the bag,
Guess what?
Sonic.
Hey,
Sorry.
your mother made me impregnate her with you, and that's why I don't accept you as my child.
Wait,
I
hold
would
on.
rather leave you with her.
Wait, please. Okay, I can't tell. Are you making a goof or are you reading directly from
These
the
are
story?
real.
No, I'm not
I'm
reading
looking
anything.
Okay.
at Carina. This is why I
'Cause I
said I'm
want-
scared.
I would put it past the author
But that is
to write
that
that.
is the logic he's employing here.
Oh, I hate
He
this.
was inappropriately handled, and she was impregnated illegitimately, and then he thinks that means it's not my kid. La-di-da-di-da.
I don't want
I'm
it.
just gonna leave this kid with her,
I don't
and also
care.
interact with her on the reg.
This is so stupid.
Why are they making this such a casual thing? Because, I almost, now that we're here, I forgot. Like, hey, yeah, I haven't seen you that much. Honestly, probably because I'm stalking Shadow so much. Why don't you talk to your daughter more? Well, because you me, remember?
I didn't want her anyways.
What?
Like, I don't like this author. I don't know them as a person, but I don't like them.
I just don't know where they're
Now, they
coming
did
at
write
this
this-
from.
It seems like he cut off exactly the wrong person in this relation. Like, he was raped. That sucks. Instead of cutting off his rapist, he cut off the child that was produced as a result of the from fatherhood. Like, what are you doing?
Because he's basically Uncle Sonic to this kid if he's hanging out all the time.
See,
But he refuses to treat this girl as his daughter.
I always say, like, if this is something that you're going to include in your story, handle it with respect and tact and have it make sense. None of those things are happening here, especially the last one. This makes absolutely no sense.
If you were gonna include something like this in your story, consider not including it in your story.
Like,
Do you want
I
it to
don't-
get
I don't
worse?
get it. Oh, it gets worse?
Here's
Amy's
line.
reasoning is even better.
Oh, no.
Gasp. Sonic, I'm not a rapist. And you know why I slept with you. It's because I thought if I had a kid with you, then maybe you could have get over that emo hedgehog because I love you, Sonic.
Wait. Well, I'm off because I can't take this bees, but hey, I think a annoying TV show called Teen Mom is calling you.
How old are they?
That
Actually-
was a great question to ask.
Great question. Author's note right here.
Oh, great.
Right in the middle of this chapter.
Should I read it or do you want to read it, Rose?
I'll read it.
Well, I want to be the author.
Oh, we'll
okay.
see. We'll
Yeah,
see.
go for it.
Hello, it's me, Carina. Sorry.
No! Don't
I'm sorry,
Okay,
I'm
don't
here, but for some reason, I forgot to post their ages. I never cared for it, but I got myself confused with Amy's age. First I thought she was 27, but she's not, lol. Sonic age 19 and a half, Shadow age 21 in my story. Silver
Oh,
age
wait a minute.
40.
Hold up. He's 21 only in this story. Everyone else's stages are canon.
Guys, I'm gonna have a stroke. What?
No. You're gonna have to hold on to that stroke
Okay.
because you're gonna need one for later
Oh, no.
in this list.
I'm gonna start crying. What the hell's going on?
Leslie, please give us sources.
Oh, no.
Silver's age 18, Tail 17, Rouge. Yeah, Rouge. 20. Knuckles, 19. Amy, 16.
So I think Sonic, I think you might be the racist here a little bit.
So how old is Cherry?
I think later
idea?
it says that it was 4 years ago. So the
Oh,
same
okay.
age.
So Amy was 12 when she decided to molest Sonic.
Yes.
And then also, Silver was significantly younger than Sonic and Knuckles in the first story, but now Shadow is just significantly older than them. And also, how did the author think Amy was 27? Which is a solid 8 years older than Sonic and 6 years older than the oldest character listed.
Well, yeah, I don't understand what that means. Like,
I thought she
in
was
my
27.
heart-
I was off by 11 years.
when I was writing this, she just struck me as very mature. So I was thinking
Yeah.
27, but then it hit me. Nah.
Oh,
she's
wait, I
16.
was off by almost half.
I need to find a therapist.
So also remember that the story takes place 4 years after Silver's Pain. So this context makes Silver's Pain like 10 times worse because Silver
Oh, yeah.
was 14 and Shadow was 17.
Yeah.
I don't like this story, guys. I don't like it at all.
But does it make you feel any better that she remembered to put the characters' ages in right here?
Wow, so helpful.
Apparently it was
Thank
exactly
you.
where it was needed because
Thank you so much.
You said,
asking.
how old is she? Well, let me tell you.
I hate it. Listen, whatever, like...
Can I just say, I
Teenies are listening
absolutely
to
loved
this.
it. I loved how, in the later editions of Lord of the Rings, they just included appendices at the back. But, like, in the original first print, it would be telling the story, and he'd be like, okay, so they get to the Barrow of the Whites, and then there would be this long section that later got moved to the appendix, where J.R.R. Tolkien just told us all about the history of whites.
He's like, hey, by the way, guys, I forgot to include this in an earlier chapter.
Yeah,
but
let me tell you a little bit about Tom Bombadil and how he came to be.
Hey,
mean,
guys, author's note, J.R.R. Tolkien here. Just wanted to let you know, I came up with some more lore, but I can't go back and edit it, so I'm just gonna put it here. Hope that's okay with you guys, lol.
I mean,
And that's why Tom Bombadil is not affected by the ring. Anyways, back to the story.
End of author's note. This is a D&D. You can't come in and be like, oh, guys, hold on, I have to retcon something quickly.
Hey, I feel called out.
No, listen, I do that too as a DM. I'm like, I forgot.
I've had
you
to do it twice, and I still have nightmares about having to do it a third time.
Listen, it's fine. I do it literally every time I DM. It's okay.
Doesn't make me feel okay.
Listen.
I feel attacked.
No, I'm not trying to attack you. I'm making a funny
She's
joke
attacking
because
herself.
this is calling out myself because I'm a really unprepared DM.
So am I.
No, you do good. Your games are great. I love them. You made me very scared last time.
Well, yeah.
What happens next, Rose?
Okay.
Yeah, so
Bob, you're a good
this
DM.
conversation between the two of them continues.
Tell me, Sonic, when was the last time Shadow have show you that he care about you, or even said he love you?
Sonic's response. 4 years ago.
Okay.
But he does care for me. He's just a really shy person.
Oh my-
Unlike you, you're just See, even words can't describe how I feel and see you.
Wait, I thought they were friends. What?
I feel like the word fist works.
I hate this.
Sonic, you sat down next to her. You approached her.
You
engaged
came
in this
and
conversation.
found her.
Well, I guess, you know what? I feel like what happened, like, and I'm not giving the author any credit. This is my interpretation of what we just had happen. So, Sonic approaches Amy. They've maintained a friendship despite what happened when they were teenagers. Amy
Still
starts
teenagers.
bringing up, you need to be more invested in your child's life. And that just unleashed all these feelings that Sonic had been repressing up till now.
That is such a generous reading.
This reminds me of when I would text Dan, and then you guys would be like, stop, he's bad. And I'd be like,
Guys.
it's fine.
Lil Z, first of all, Carina, I don't know Dan. I don't think he was this bad.
No. No, fair.
That doesn't mean he wasn't bad.
Dan is a
He
trash
was bad
bag.
for you.
He was
and
bad.
I'm glad you're out of that cycle. I'm glad you broke that cycle. But he wasn't this bad.
But it's
Let's not make Let's not. I mean,
It's-
he can be. He's not great, but he's not Osama.
But he's not Sonic.
Okay?
not
So
Amy.
that's one thing. Second, to Lil Z, your charitable interpretation is about to go.
What? No.
I just read ahead in the dialogue. Don't read ahead.
Okay. I don't even have the tab open. I'm just going into this completely blind.
Good, that's how it's meant to be.
Yeah.
Well, at least he's a good father, unlike you. Some father you are, Sonic the Hedgehog. I hope Cherry will hate you when she grows up.
She's right there.
Yeah, why don't we ask her?
Hey, Cherry, how do you feel about this whole thing? I don't know,
I
Mom.
think he's fine. No, damn it.
Mom, I was just trying to play the sandbox. I don't know why you called me over here to listen to this adult conversation.
I honestly picture Cherry just sitting there like that one episode of Secret Life of the American Teenager with her hands over her ears.
Honestly.
Okay, I can't read this next. I can't read this next part in Sonic's voice. I have to do it in my own voice. While you're telling her that, tell her that mommy drugged daddy to just get pregnant, thinking I will be totally okay with it. But no, daddy doesn't like mommy because he loves boys!
This is such a bad sentence, but the way you read it.
You see why I couldn't do it as Sonic?
Oh, because Daddy likes boys.
It's in full caps.
I love boys.
It's in full caps, but then ellipsis afterwards.
Oh my god.
I don't know how you trail off a shout.
He loves boys.
Boys!
Mhm. Like he was kind of ashamed of it.
Yeah.
Just
Oh my
please be a father to her. Don't leave us, Sonic.
Which is a reasonable request even from Amy. And then he says, just because it's my child doesn't mean I'm gonna take care of it.
You should.
Wait,
Hint,
wait,
foreshadowing.
wait. Yeah. In square brackets for the author's note, hint foreshadowing.
Oh, that was a hint for themselves that they forgot to get rid of. When you put placeholder and you forget to delete it.
What the?
Okay, so
What
just
the-
read the next paragraph, because the paragraph
Yeah,
after that...
whoa, jeez.
The paragraph after that is actually... The
So,
end
whoa!
of the end of the well, it's gross, but the end of the flashback is after this next paragraph. I don't know, they forgot that they were in a flashback, I think.
Oh boy.
Okay. Wow.
You can do it.
With that, I just left Amy weeping. I still can't forgive her what she had done to me. Yay, I want to be a daddy when I'm 15 and not get arrested. It just sucks now she had begun filing child support on me.
What?
But I finally arrived home, but couldn't find the strength to open it. I just stood outside the cold till I felt raindrops on my quills. Then I went inside. But she always knew my weakest points and where to push them. I went straight to my room and drop onto my pillow.
Wait,
And then-
did she
That's a
follow
good
him home?
comparison.
Does she live with him? What?
I don't think, no.
No.
But, okay. At this point, the flashback was supposed to end. And then, oh.
You can do it. I bet you've read worse.
Okay. The following paragraph is going to get cut from the audio. So you can leave this in, and then what you're going to hear in a moment is their reactions to
Oh
it.
no.
2,000 years later.
Still thinking, what have Amy told me and where's Shadow?
I don't know where to start.
Lil Z, you can probably keep the part where I said, this may not be the end of the flash. Because I think that's important context for the audience to know. How did you feel about that great alone time scene?
So right after he confronts his
Abuser.
Racist.
yeah, he goes home.
And he fantasizes
just-
about Shadow.
Another.
Do you get it?
What?
Like, he wants to be with Shadow?
Honestly, okay. I said this before in Silver's Pain, sort of, but like, I'm so sick of people asking where's Shadow. Shadow's the worst.
Yeah.
I'm so like, okay, really think about what just happened. And like, Amy's like, you're not involved in your kid's life. Amy, you hurt me. I don't care. I'm filing child support. But where's Shadow?
But where's my lover?
Holy cow. Oh my gosh. Wait. Okay, wait. So the chapter began with this paragraph, and then it went into a flashback. And that paragraph was, why does Amy's words are affecting me so badly? I know she only wants me, but doesn't understand I don't like women no more. I'm laying on my bed, having my pillow sumsh up to my face. Then I began to cry. Her words hurt so much if a needle was drilling into my skin, which I assume... So that happens,
Yeah.
And then we flash back
Yeah.
to, like, maybe 20 minutes ago, when Amy berates him, quote unquote, even though he's like, haha, it's my right to be a deadbeat dad, haha, even though, there's so many weird
16.
dynamics to this. Yeah, and then...
I don't know what to think right now.
And then after that, he goes home and he's like, well, time to get my crank on.
Time
Well, I
to
think
just
that's
beat
why-
off.
That's why I think the flashback ends when it says I went straight to my room and dropped onto my pillow. And
Is
flashback. And then it's that first paragraph. And then he does.
And then he does his business.
Because before the chapter started with him being like, oh, I'm laying on
Sad.
my bed and being introspective. And then it's like, oh, and then in my
Now I
flashback-
see why you said that might, the euphemism might, okay.
Oh,
Yeah.
no. I
Yeah.
I don't know where to start, but so he puts it up in there, and then he takes it out, and he goes, delicious.
Jesus Christ!
but then he's like, okay, I'm done, and he puts it back where it belongs. Doesn't think to wash it like you should after
washed
each
it.
use.
He did.
Isn't it?
He washed it.
That's
With his
not washing it.
He's a hedgehog.
Okay.
They don't use sinks.
Okay, I forgot they're animals. Okay. I don't have it. I'm just, why did we need that?
So after this flashback, what's the rest of this chapter like, bro?
We're getting close. We haven't even made it through a second chapter.
Oh,
So
Yeah, we're on pace.
we're fine.
We're on pace.
Silver is holding Eclipse. He's been sleeping, and Silver tells Shadow that he doesn't want to kill him because he doesn't want to explain what happened to Eclipse. But that's the only reason, I guess.
That is a pretty good reason.
I forgot Eclipse
The
was in
idea
the
of
story.
talking to another conscious being is the most terrifying thing we have to deal with in the modern age.
Shadow rushes over and tries to take Eclipse from him, and Silver has like a PTSD flashback to 4 years ago when Eclipse was born. And so
Fair.
That's fair.
yeah. So he puts up a force field, and
Oh.
he's crying and saying, "See, you do want to kill me and take him." And his crying wakes up Eclipse, and Eclipse starts crying.
Oh, great.
Ugh. Wow, wow. Jeez.
This made Shadow and me stop fighting. I couldn't believe it. Me and Shadow had our first fight. What's worse, it was in front of
Well,
Eclipse.
no, you didn't. Your first fight was a while ago and resulted in Eclipse.
I want to see a therapist.
I don't like Shadow. But I think more than Shadow, I dislike the people who love him.
They're all just in this, like, really toxic relationship with him, and nobody is saying, hey, this is a bad relationship and you need to not be in it.
Lilsey, can I say it real quick? To kind of rehabilitate Shadow's character for you, the game he first appeared in was Sonic Adventure 2, which was, to this day, one of my favorite games.
I love that.
And it was the very first time that I saw someone die in a video game and I cried. I cried so hard when I beat that game and Shadow died. Because...
Spoilers.
Spoilers.
He was, like,
First of
20
all, he
years
comes
old.
back in the next game,
He got
which
better.
really ruined it. And then for the rest of the series, they are either asking the question, is he a cyborg? Is he the original? Who knows? Or they've completely given up on the question and just left us going, huh? The whole game, Shadow the Hedgehog, was supposed to be answering that question, and they never give a definitive answer.
And instead we got Gun and Maria.
Well, Gun is pretty cool.
Some of the guns in that game look terrible.
A lot of the things in that game look terrible.
The whole game is
A
terrible.
lot of the things in that game
Hey!
feel terrible.
Yeah.
Hey! That game was actually pretty bad.
The locomotion feels awful.
That was also the first game where he went, damn.
And we all
Yeah.
went, oh,
And
he said a
the
bad
HE
word.
double hockey stick word.
Yeah, he said the heck word.
Oh my god, not on this channel, Bob.
That said, I had already started playing Saints Row when I played that. And,
How do you go from playing Saints Row to Shadow the Hedgehog?
well, see, I got Shadow the Hedgehog long after its release, and I was playing Saints Row, and I distinctly remember I was playing Saints Row, and there was this part where a cop was chasing after me, and I was shooting at them, and then my dad walked in the room, and F the Police was playing on the radio.
Bobby, you're ahead
And
of your
I
time.
Yeah.
And I stopped shooting at the cop because I was like, my dad's in the room.
I don't want
And
my
then
dad to...
I was driving in the cars, ramming against me from behind, and I'm trying to pretend like this is a normal day on the streets of Stillwater.
Yeah.
And my dad said, and I quote, "Aren't you gonna shoot back at him?" And I said, "Yes." And I turned around and shot the cop.
Your dad said ACAP, we love to see
My
it.
dad said ACAB back in like 2011
Nice.
and walked away.
What happens next, Rogue? There's gonna be bits
okay,
of this video
so-
that's just me going, what happens next?
Bring
Super
us back.
cut.
Yeah.
So Eclipse says he doesn't want Daddy to hurt Mommy. Shadow starts crying.
Oh. Pause.
So it's just a family crying
Yeah,
now?
they're all crying.
So,
Hey, I got a question.
Uh-huh.
Because I'm not as liberal as you girls. Specifically Carina. So, like, there's like a daddy, there's a word daddy, and there's a word mommy. But for people who are non-binary, is there a word for that?
some people make up things where it's like, this is my...
I can
Sorry,
kinda
I'm now
see that.
imagining
I don't
my
know.
child calling me Bob.
Well, so, like,
Mommy and Bob.
I know a family that, like, they didn't like any of the, like, grandma names.
Mhm.
Not because they were non-binary, but they just didn't
Right,
like
just
any of them.
don't like the words.
So,
Yeah, sure.
I can't remember what the grandma's name
The
is.
child just
but
says,
it's not
grandmother.
they call the grandma Lola,
Aw.
but that's not her
Oh.
name.
That's
It's
cute.
that's
like a
fun.
name that they picked. Yeah.
I like
Oh,
that.
that's fun. Yeah, that's fun.
I think you can call yourself whatever you want when you're a parent.
Sure. Well,
But what
within reason.
I'm a bit floored on is how Eclipse is just like, hey, this man character, you're my mommy now. I don't
Yeah.
think
it's-
I like that.
You're my
It's-
brother.
throws
This
me
is
off.
that weird. There's that weird. It's that weird thing where
That weird
someone-
DMX homophobia.
Wow, just putting it all on DMX, huh?
I'm trying to think.
I think that's not the biggest problem with DMX.
I
I think his mental illness is probably a bigger contributing factor
Probably.
to DMX's problem. Yeah.
That's fair.
But it's that weird middle stage between being a total homophobe and trying to be good, but also being really bad at
I'm
it.
trying to push
Like,
my
when
good
I-
Christian morals.
When I was no, not about that. When I was in middle school, I said, and I quote, and I'm sure you're all going to cringe when you hear this, I don't mind if they're gay, but
Oh no.
as long as they're not gay on me.
Okay.
And that's a horrible thing to say. And that's exactly the place I think this author is. Where they're like, they don't want to be homophobic, but
they are a little bit.
they still say and do things that are homophobic.
And let's give them the benefit of the doubt.
And they'll grow up.
They wrote this 9 years ago. Hopefully they've grown up.
Yeah, hopefully they've grown
I
up.
hope they have.
If they have, if they've grown down, I'll be really
Upset.
medically concerned.
What if this is a story about them working, like they're just trying to understand internalized oppression?
Well, I don't know if this is internalized oppression, because they may not be gay. Then it wouldn't
No,
be
I mean,
the
like,
oppression.
like, you don't have to be yourself to explore something through writing. But, like, these characters have it, kind of.
Oh, so the characters have internalized oppression.
For
Yeah.
sure. But I think the writer is
But I
trying
think
to...
that's incidental.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah, so this is a thing that I've read a lot of MPreg stories, unfortunately, by this point.
They'll do a mommy and a daddy thing.
And they always call the male bearer of the children like the mother, and I'm like,
I mean, it's like it comes from the exact same place as the homophobic idea of, oh, who in the relationship is the woman of the relationship.
right,
Yeah.
exactly.
Which it's the exact same thing. It's just with slightly different words, because instead of woman they say mommy, but like it's the same idea.
They're like,
So-
but you need a
Equally
mom
homophobic.
in the family. Having two dads, that's ridiculous and dumb.
No. You're already applying way too much complexity to the thought. They've only thought about it as deep as the words.
Okay.
Yeah.
Who's
real.
the mom in the relationship? What does that mean?
Oh, I don't know.
Yeah, so if I don't, like, I've been kind of desensitized to the shock value of them calling
Sure.
this male character a mother.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
yeah.
For anyone who is, for whatever reason, listening and gotten to this point and confused about what you call the male character who got pregnant and then gave birth, you call them father.
Because they identify as a man.
Yes.
Yeah. The word father just means a person who is a man
And has a baby.
and has a child. That's all it means. Has nothing to do with how the baby was made.
They are
Or where it
gendered
came
words for
Yep.
a reason.
Yeah, that's it.
All right.
Daddy penguin sit on the egg.
Yeah.
Daddy seahorse, hold them.
Carries.
Has the baby.
Yeah. Daddy human, watch.
I just have this image of just like a baby, like, and it's all bassinet, and a dad just like hands on his hips, like, you get.
I got my eye, kiddo.
Don't go
Slowly
anywhere.
Can't wait till I can play catch with you.
Or paint fingernails, or do whatever it is dads do.
No. Dads only do the catch.
Okay.
Let's play a sport.
I don't.
Go long.
Dad, I
Four.
want go sports.
Go sport.
Larry Bird.
Larry Bird.
So what's next?
That's why my first son's name is going to be Larry Bird.
No, he's not.
And you know what his last name will be? Basketball.
We're getting delirious. Help.
Lindsay, you're cool with that, right? I'll take your silence as a
Back
yes.
to the story.
So, the whole family is crying now. Nega comes in and tells Shadow not to hurt Silver.
Is Shadow crying?
Yes.
Good, I hope he hurts.
Eclipse. After Eclipse says he doesn't want Daddy to hurt Mommy, Shadow starts crying. Nega comes in and tells Shadow not to hurt Silver because he's not in perfect condition.
Oh, that's the reason.
Hey,
And
are
I'm
you?
glad
in
we
this-
have a doctor around
Hey, are
to
you?
tell us this.
Hey, you can't abuse this person. They're not in peak physical or mental health yet.
Yeah, their HP isn't full.
Give him
So
a
this
break.
is- just a reminder.
They don't have any rings.
Just a reminder. This is in Silver's POV.
Okay.
I felt bad we had our first fight. I didn't mean to hurt him like this. I'm not the kind of person to hurt others, but to only help.
I'm an empath.
Pack it up, Shane Dawson.
Card in the corner.
Yeah. Oh man.
Shadow.
I mean, that really gave me empath vibes, though. Not real empath vibes, the kind Shane put
Yeah.
Shadow. Shadow's still crying and hugs Silver, telling him that he was so sad when he was gone, and it tore him up. And then he just gives him a hickey.
Oh. Well, the kid is in the room.
Not the time.
While he's in Silver's arms, in fact.
Family bonding.
Then I felt a something. I could feel his wet tongue licking my neck.
No, thanks.
Then I felt a sucking feeling. It felt ticklish and made me a little horny.
Your kid is in the room, in your lap, you disgusting animal. What is wrong with you?
Then he
No.
stops.
See, you're thinking about this from a woman's
No!
perspective.
No!
From a man's perspective, it takes only a moment to get extremely horny.
Your kid is in your lap.
Then he stops and looks at my eyes. I felt something on my neck. Something, but couldn't see it. The doc said it's a hickey. Oh yeah, Nega is here too, by the way.
He's like, hey guys, what's going on? Mind if I join in?
He's just standing there with, like, I'm trying to imagine what would Eggman be holding. Not a pipe, because he's not smoking. Not a gun, because he's not holding
He has
one.
a cane and
some kind of scientific device, right? And he just looks over at them and he goes, nice.
What? Shadow blush. Why did you do that for? I remember Rouge telling me that people who have hickeys are considered as sluts.
Oh, okay.
She should know.
But we're
Oh
not
my
slut
God.
shaming.
Slut shaming.
Haha,
Okay.
funny joke. I'm such a creative writer.
Shadow tells
She
him...
knew she was sexy. So I'm just thinking about all those writers describing women.
Oh, with her massive
Sexy legs,
freaking
yeah.
boobs, she knew she was hot.
Yeah.
So Shadow tells him that hickeys just mean that you're taken, and then asks
No.
Silver to give him one. Silver is shy because he's never done it before. I began sucking...
Also, there's others
Yeah,
in the room.
and like his kid.
I began sucking on his neck. It also felt good to me, like this was way better than masturbating.
Your kid's
Okay.
in the room. Please stop.
You definitely shouldn't do it with your kid on your lap.
I hate this. I know, like, I
Like,
knew before
if
that this
there's
author
any-
has never
If there's
done anything.
if there's anything that gets you off, I'm not saying you shouldn't do it. I'm saying you shouldn't do it while other people are around. 'Cause
Especially
they
a
don't,
child.
They don't want to be part of that. By being there, they're inherently part of it. Except for Eggman Nega. He wants to be there.
he's a big sex
Why do you
pervert.
think I brought you to this space base? Nice.
Oh my god. You know, I already knew that, like, this author has never, like, done anything before, but now I'm,
At
like,
all.
extra...
Not even interacted with people.
Yeah. They have lived in a hole their whole life, and all they have is a computer with internet connection, but no Grammarly.
Yeah.
They just, speaking of, thank you Grammarly for sponsoring this video.
We could not. That would be the worst.
Can you imagine?
That would be such a bad sponsor transition.
Yeah, we're not Grammarly. I don't want to get an email that's like, oh, well, you're saying we sponsored you and we didn't.
You think Grammarly's gonna be upset
I
that
would
we
be
suggested
upset.
their product would be helpful to this author?
Honestly, I think the email would be like, appreciate
Thanks for the shout out.
shout out, but like, nah, fam, even we can't help
There's no
this.
helping this author.
Yeah, I'm sure that's the message that the Grammarly company would like to put out there. There are some authors beyond help. That's the vibe their corporate structure's been trying to put out for years.
Our product is
but people
great,
keep
but not
buying
that
their product. What are you doing? I said you were hopeless.
They're being realistic.
Be realistic. Your writing is trash.
You're bad and you should stop, or at least like practice and then start posting these to the internet.
Look, you can't hug every cat.
Oh, you got to use it.
Yeah.
Mhm.
What happens
Nice.
She
next?
thinks that's her catchphrase, even though she never says it.
Yeah.
It's been a long time coming.
Catchphrase.
I've used it more often than she has.
It's very fitting when you can't do everything you want to do.
I agree. That's why I use it more than you do.
I just don't have any. I don't have that
Okay.
same opportunities that you have.
All right, so Silver is like, horny with my kid here. Then what?
I finally opened my mouth for air and saw I let a really huge love mark on him. Shadow then pushed me off him and grabbed me by the shoulders. He landed a kiss on my lips. I have never felt
Where's
so...
the kid? Did the kid just fall
Yeah.
on the floor?
Landed a kiss on
Eclipse just
landed
rolled
a
off
kiss
his
on my lips makes it seem like they
an
were
accident.
Here comes the
like
airplane.
like he was trying to fly it in.
I have never felt so happy in my life. I wrapped one hand around his back and embraced his space.
Wrap one hand around his. I mean,
Space,
they do have
semicolon.
big hands.
Our kiss was interrupted by a center cute baby hedgehog.
No,
I nearly-
please don't.
I nearly forgot I had Eclipse in my arms.
Yeah, you idiot.
He was pushing Shadow off him. He yells out saying to give him air. I let a laugh seeing them fight over something funny, but then I felt Shadow grab my hands. He leaned to me saying, "Well, I forgive him."
Wait, I'm sorry. Did you say who was gasping for air?
Eclipse.
Oh, so the child
Yes.
was being suffocated
In between these two
By-
dum
Between a
dums.
mid-
makeout.
but during a horny makeout.
Yeah.
Yes.
I don't like how that made me feel.
Yeah. I mean,
Are you ready
know,
to feel even worse? in
I feel
Sonic's
like
part?
I already feel
I'm
like
just
I'm
trying
on
to
a
really-
watch list. Just
like you know that feeling when like someone rolls over their baby while they're sleeping and you're like, "Oh no, I feel so bad for you." But also you shouldn't be sleeping next to your baby like that. I know it's comforting. Don't do it anyway.
put the bassinet next to your bed so you can check
Just
on them.
put it nearby, but don't sleep.
But also, some
you,
people don't know that.
Sure, but I'm like,
You know
you
what
shouldn't
was
do that.
weird,
You
though?
shouldn't do that, right? And I feel bad that something bad happened to your baby. At this point, I'm like, ooh, I want to take that kid away from you.
Hello, CPS.
You're doing the same thing, but also
Worse.
like macking on each other.
I feel like safe sleep is sort of common knowledge now. I feel like doctors tell parents a lot.
For some reason,
But you
I
know
thought
what's
you were about to
weird?
say that
There
you thought
was-
safe sleep was overrated.
No, of course not. But there was this episode of The Fosters, which is like a pretty recent show, where one of the moms was like, "Oh, when we have this baby, we should co-sleep." And then Cop Mom was like, "Oh, that's not really safe, is it?" And then they just sort of left it there. And I was like, wait, it sounds like you guys are probably going to co-sleep with this baby. Why are you putting that on TV? It's not even important to the plot. Why did you just throw in an unsafe thing if you're supposed to be teaching people things?
Maybe there was a line that was supposed to clarify,
And they forgot.
and then it got cut for time, or maybe the writers are just trying to be like, heh, F the people who say that it's dangerous.
We all
I'll do
co-slept.
whatever I want.
We all co-slept with our babies. You know, moms
and
know
I turned out
best.
fine. Can I just say, any argument that ends with "and I turned out fine" is false.
I got hit as a kid and I turned out fine. No, you didn't. You have unresolved trauma.
I mean, regardless of whether you have unresolved trauma, you think it's okay to hit kids.
Don't
Exactly.
hit kids. Don't
So-
do it.
So like, I would say you didn't turn out fine.
Yeah.
It's
So-
slander, I think.
We're in Sonic's Pov.
Good.
The
Where I love to be.
I miss
I
him
did
so
it.
much.
You're gonna have to cut this paragraph out because
no.
it's a shower just scene,
Oh no.
and they
Wait,
might be
with
the worst
Sonic?
parts of the story. Yeah.
Oh god.
So we just got out of his pub and he was doing his business, and then
He's like, I'm
we
not
come
done.
back and he's Okay.
Is it round 2, I guess?
Yeah, you'll see.
Oh boy.
I woke up
All right, so this is, again, you're about to hear our reactions afterwards. And we're going to cut the paragraph in between.
6.5 hours later.
No.
It's not even a popsicle, it's a popsicle stick.
You got a little pencil key.
It's got a little flat, like... Let's get back to the story real quick.
Yeah, let's get
I
back
just really enjoyed that he said a lot of gross things.
So
And
many
then-
gross things.
And then censored himself with popsicle stick. And I'm like, you couldn't just go all the way?
Yeah, honestly, if he had just said a word for penis, I would have been more okay with that than everything that came before it.
Yeah.
What?
And, like, the idea that what he does is, like, he's in front of a mirror and he's checking himself, not the front part,
the back
and then
part.
he's like, oh, how I wish this were different. Like, I don't understand, like, how...
I don't think you want to be,
know,
to be
why?
loose. That's not
So,
something
okay.
you want.
That's not, but I want you all to just, like... Well, Zax, you keep your eyes open, but the other two of you, close your eyes and just try to transport yourself into the mind of the author.
Okay.
What
scared.
do you get as the author from including this horrendous scene?
Do you think this author was, like, typing with one hand now?
I think she might have been,
Don't know.
Yeah.
but I don't know why.
Just keep going if you want.
Yeah.
I mean, I know you don't want to, but that's pretty much the only option, so.
Okay, the other option is waste more time.
Yeah.
I mean, honestly, to me, it's this video and then a straight run to the grave.
Well, you're gonna have to come back for our next Silver's Return video. So.
We'll see.
We'll resurrect you for part 3.
So
Return the slab. Oh no! What am I? Oh, beans.
Welcome back.
We're doing this again, aren't we?
Yeah, welcome back. We got our little witch hats on.
It's too late for Halloween.
This
Because of course this would be coming out after.
is after Twilight Month.
Yeah.
So
Sonic is leaving his house and he runs into Scourge. And for those who don't know, Scourge is like a more obscure Sonic character who is Sonic's clone.
No. Alternate dimension.
Okay.
Alternate dimension evil version of Sonic.
He's from the same dimension as Eggman Nega. Is
No.
that right? Okay. I thought I knew
Scourge
more
comes
about
from the
this.
Archie Comics alternate dimension plotline. Eggman Nega comes from, I believe, Sonic Rush.
Okay. Well, Scourge is green. That's all.
Yeah,
That's
and
really all
he's
you need to
evil.
know.
And he wears a
he's
leather
evil.
jacket and he has a big 2 carved into his chest.
oh, so
Yeah.
cool.
It's like,
It's actually, I believe it's just 2 scar, like a
it's like
scar.
claw marks. Yeah.
Claw marks, yeah. Let me make sure, because I don't want to say that Eggman Nega's not from the same... you know... By the way, can I just say, when I started typing Eggman Nega into Google, the first 3 Google searches are Eggman Nega meme, Eggman Nega, and
What?
Oh
Is it racist for me to say his name?
no. No, because it's not the word.
And yeah, he comes from Sonic Rush.
Okay.
God, I'm good. I'm too fast.
Okay, this is a... Pay attention. Scourge tells him that Amy's daughter might not be Sonic's because Scourge took her virginity when she was 12. He doesn't say that part, but that's what the age would be. Sonic asks how, which I guess is a question.
How'd you do it?
Very carefully.
He said he was flying around in a forest with his super form and was drunk.
I'm sorry, what? What?
He then saw Amy crying near to a lake. He walked up to her to see if she was okay, but she thought he was me, and somehow he said that he and her had sex. The next day, he realizes he forgot to wear protection and just left her there.
So here he is, la-di-da, bopping around town. Oh, I had a few too many. Oh, look at this vulnerable girl who's 12. And then we had sex.
I mean, he is evil. That's on par, I guess.
I don't like this story. Everything
Sonic
about
is
it is
upset.
bad.
Sonic is upset because Amy is making him pay child support. And Scourge says, well, I tried to get her to take a DNA test, but she refuses.
I'm
Why is
lost for words.
Why is Scourge a better dude than Sonic?
Are we sure
I know
he
he's
is?
I know he's horrible.
Hold
I know
that
he's
thought.
horrible. But Sonic is also horrible. Like, we're saying, okay, Scourge is a rapist, right?
For
but,
sure.
like, would you put it past this version of Sonic?
Is there any good character in this story?
I'm trying to think. I mean, Tails hands out his phone, like, willy-nilly.
Eclipse is alright.
Eclipse is
Who?
4, so...
Eclipse is barely a person.
We still get his point of view. That's something.
Oh, wait, Eclipse also
what
fat
about-
shames
no.
people, so no, he's not a good
That's true.
person.
Okay,
So,
so hold that thought in saying that Scourge is better than Sonic.
Oh, no.
As I turn around, I felt a slap on my right butt cheek.
Oh,
I jump.
no.
I jump and place a hand where the slap was. Scourge winked at me, saying if I need some, I could just call him. Yeah, right, like I want to have sex with my twin brother. That's totally gross.
Ew.
Right? The right is in
I'm-
the sentence, by the way.
I'm trying to wrap my head around what I just heard.
I don't like
So-
Yowzers.
this. is disgusting. This author
They're
needs
twins
to
in
sit
this
on the
story.
stairs and think about what they did.
Well, I'm trying to think of an excuse.
Don't bother.
Okay.
You can't give this author any credit. We learned that
Yeah,
last
you're right.
time, and then we forgot, and we were being
We're back.
painfully
You're right.
reminded of
You're
it.
right.
We're back in Silver's Pov, and we're almost done with this chapter.
Thank God.
Shadow asks Silver if he'll forgive him. That happened at the end of last point of view change. Silver finally seems to be making progress in that he doesn't idolize Shadow. He says, look, Shadow, I'm happy that I remember you, but I need time to be single and live again. I can't say I love you, but at the same time I do.
Oh my God.
What?
Dump him.
Silver asks for time with Eclipse since he hasn't seen him in 4 years. And he tells Shadow, go hang out with Sonic. See if you have anything with Sonic, I guess. Since they had something while he was pregnant. Please, Shadow, for me. I want to see if you do have feelings for him. I can't say my about yours because I'm still need time to think about.
Good.
And then Shadow Chaos controls away, I guess, to go hang out with Sonic. And that's the end of chapter 8.
Wow.
And it took us 2 hours to get through 2 chapters.
Oh God.
So,
Hey everybody, it's Carina. As you can see, the video is getting a little bit long, so we're gonna end it here for now. Don't worry, there'll be more to come soon, so just sit tight for the next part and we'll see you then.